week's Let's Talk. First of all, what I want to talk about is the 100 and Wondercon, and just there is a lot of stuff going on around that. That literally just happened. First I want to talk about the Periscope that happened, because last weekend I talked about the Fear the Walking Dead panel at Paley Fest, and someone did a Periscope of that panel, and that got up to like 12,000 viewers. Like, that's a lot of people on like a non-official like live stream broadcast. Yeah, it was from someone's phone, and 12,000 people were watching that. That's insane. That was really, really amazing, and it blew my mind that they didn't do an official live stream, considering the amount of people that wanted to watch it. Well, this weekend there was someone periscoped this panel as well at WonderCon, the 100 panel. Someone did manage to, I think a couple people did actually, but the one that I was watching, that Periscope got over 50,000 people watching. 50,000 people. What? That says like a lot. Again, I'm confused why they don't live stream this stuff. And it sort of, how's the right way to say this? So it's no longer a question of whether, you know, we're a small amount of people that's making a lot of noise, or if we're just a lot of people. And having 50,000 people on a Periscope kind of suggests that we're not just a small amount of people making a lot of noise. There is a lot of people in this community that is vocal. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people and we're making a lot of noise. It's not just a small amount of people making a lot of noise. And that was pretty amazing. 50,000 people on a Periscope. Incredible. So yeah, that happened. The Periscope happened. I woke up at 6 a.m. to watch this Wondercon panel. And, okay, I'm going to sum up the panel as best I can. I think it went for an hour, a bit over an hour. Essentially what I got from the panel was a lot of talking from Jason. Jason likes to butt in on a lot of things. Clark is obviously devastated about Lexa dying, but she's finding a way to get past it and to move on. And Jasper's still mourning over the death of Maya, because having your girlfriend burned to death in front of you is devastating, but seeing your girlfriend shot in front of you is not devastating, apparently. Also, Bellamy is gonna get a redemption arc. We all saw this coming, but apparently massacring 300 people, innocent people, is redeemable, apparently. Apparently they showed 13 minutes of the next episode as well, and I only saw, I think, like the second half of the 13 minutes, so I only saw about 7 minutes of it. And apparently they show Lex's dead body at the very start of this episode, this coming week. But that was, so in the first 7 minutes they showed that, and then when I started watching, the storyline is moving past Lexa. Clark is not, she didn't look devastated about it, I'm not gonna lie. She was very concerned with Ontari and what's happening with her, and it looks like a mess. So let's get on to some of the questions. Yeah, there was one question right at the end, the last question, which was amazing. Amazing. I don't know who it was. I don't know if she's on Tumblr or Twitter or whatever, so I don't have a tag. If someone has it, let me know, because I'd like to give her credit for asking this question, which was amazing. But she essentially asked, like, what was the reasoning behind the creative team, you know, diving into these spaces, these online spaces, to promote the show to Clexa fans, specifically going into LGBT safe forums, you know? It's pretty disgusting. And she asked that question, which was amazing. Jason decided to go the route of he didn't know. There was a lot of things that he doesn't know, apparently. He didn't know about Buffy. He didn't know about the trope, but it's a little confusing because even the writer of that episode said that they had talked about the trope. So Jason didn't know what the other writers were doing online. He didn't know what his team was doing online, and he didn't know what was going on in social media around him or his team. It makes me feel gross. it just makes me feel gross. So there are some interviews going up. There was a press thing that happened after the panel. There are some interviews that I'm very keen to look at. There was a Periscope of someone. I honestly don't know who it was. I only just followed them recently. Ben Bateman, you know, the guy that I talked about last weekend who talked to Alicia about the fundraiser, who first mentioned it to her. He tweeted out this person that was going to interview Jason. So I followed her. And she did a small, like, 5-minute Periscope after the interview. I'll have a link to that if you guys want to go check it out. She did mention that she doesn't watch the 100 whatsoever, but she does know about the bury your gays trope and all those tropes, so she wanted to ask him about it. She seems to think that, you know, obviously he understands he understands that he's just effed himself. You know, like, he's just in a shitstorm right now. He knows that. How can you not know that? Considering he doesn't know a lot of things that go on around in social media, apparently. He knows this. Does she think that he's learnt a lesson? Does she think that he is understanding? She doesn't know. I don't know either. But I'm very keen to see her interview with him. She did mention that maybe he's looking at getting more diverse staff on the writing team, which I think would be pretty amazing. That would be a good thing. I hope it's not just so he has the excuse saying we've got a diverse writing team, you know, we can do these things. I hope it's not for that excuse. I actually hope that, you know, it's a good change that he wants to make, bring a more diverse writing team in. That would be amazing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to her interview. I'll put that in the description when it does go up. I'll also be doing a live now when the interviews go up today and talking about them live with you guys, so you can come check that out. Yeah, so that's essentially the 100 Wondercon panel summed up as quickly as possible. Not a lot of new stuff coming out, you know. It's all stuff that is being talked about and Jason has been saying I don't know about. He's sticking to the I don't know route, so yeah. Alright, moving on quickly to some other stuff before I end this video. I want to talk about faking it. Again, I mean, this season is very drama-filled. That's, yeah, so far, I am actually starting to enjoy it, season 3. So it's getting back in my good graces slowly. We will see how this season goes. But I did want to mention that, I think it was on Instagram, the Faking It Instagram account tweeted out about the Les Crew Trevor project that's happening. They tweeted out about better representation in media and how we deserve better, which I think is amazing. And I love that they, you know, is promoting this thing. Yeah. So that was really great. So props to them for promoting that and listening, you know, and actually taking the time to try and show their support, unlike some people who are like, oh yeah, I'm aware of this Trevor project that's happening. Are you going to show support for it? Are you going to donate to it? No mention of that. Jason CW. Anyway, MTV Faking It account Instagrammed about the Trevor project, which was awesome. That is currently at over $80,000 right now, which is pretty amazing. Zimbio? Is that how you say it? I don't know. So obviously you guys probably know Clexa won that March Madness tournament, and as a result, that Zimbio group donated $1,000 to the Trevor project, which is amazing. I mean, this Trevor project is incredible, and I'm so keen for it to get the $100,000. So if you guys haven't donated or if you guys haven't shared it around, please do so. It's an amazing thing. It really is an amazing thing. And lastly, I want to quickly talk about, I know this has been a very like 100-centric Les talk, but I mean, it's a big thing that's going on right now. But I want to talk quickly about Gaycation. I haven't talked about it in a Les talk. I haven't watched all of them, but apparently the finale, the Gaycation USA, was released this week. So I have a link to where you can watch these episodes. I watched the first one and I really, really like it. I've been trying to prep myself to watch the second one because Apparently it's pretty intense, the second episode. So I've been trying to prep myself to watch that, but the first episode I love. So if you guys are keen on watching that, Gaycation is that, it's a documentary Ellen Page made, and she goes around the world looking at sort of queer culture around the world. And it's pretty incredible. So if you guys want to go check that out, again, the link will be in the description. So yeah, I think there were some other things I wanted to talk about. Just quickly, that Arizona and Callie interacted in Grey's Anatomy, and I freaked out a little bit because Callie called Arizona honey, and anyway, yeah, this is a very 100-centric episode because it is a big deal what's happening right now. Like, it's everywhere what's going on, and I love that, you know, we're no longer being quiet. We're no longer, we actually have a voice now, especially with social media. I love that we have a voice and we're able to voice our opinions so openly, which is great. I love it. I love what's going on, and I want to talk about it. So that's what happened literally this week. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, once this video is up, I will be doing a year now, like an hour or half an hour after this video goes up. So you want to go check out, if you want to see that, I'll have a link in the description again. But that's about it for me, this Let's Talk. I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye.